No. I think that
Like, what we
Slimmy is a
talking
little.
about?
But
So
there should be something even
let me.
after the good morning. But even saying "What's up? What's good with you?"
No. So let me say this. I think that Slimmy is a bit abrasive. Um, personally, this is
That
my
nigga,
this
what,
is
he
my
what they
opinion.
say? He what? Let me
This
wake
is
up
my
gang
this is
banging
my
on
opinion,
bacon.
right? So that's why I asked the question to Kim and Miss Sanchez. I know I like when a woman is aggressive. I like you got to chase. I think that that's dope. I think that that's the dope. That's one of the most attractive things for you. If you're not aggressive, now if I already know you, it's a different conversation, right? Because I already, I'm familiar with you. But if you don't make yourself known, you're gonna get lost in the sauce. And that's just the honest to God truth. Like because you guys that are busy, guys that got a lot going on, they not tripping off that shit. Like they busy and they too busy doing stuff and being productive in life. So if you don't make yourself more visible to him, then he's just not going to think about it. It's just not going to be a thing. So it's not that he don't like you. It's not that he not feeling you. Is that he's so consumed with what he got going on in his life that it's not something that crosses his mind on a regular basis. Now I see guys a lot of times they be shooting DMs and they be doing all of that shit. If that's what you're waiting on, then it's gonna probably be a problem. And it's not because I'm not intentional. It's because I just got a lot happening. And
I can
so
understand that. I mean, I've said out of my mouth before, like if you're not on the forefront of my mind, you're not on it at all. So I get that.
so you gotta make yourself visible. You gotta come get this shit.
And I don't know what people
Carrie
be
said
talking
she
about,
ain't
man.
chasing you with no good mornings.
Man,
No, I'm
fuck that
saying,
good morning shit,
listen.
man.
Because I
Fuck that
want I
shit.
want women. This is what I want women to do. I want y'all to feel comfortable understanding that you got to go get that shit. Fuck that mindset. Fuck that pride. Fuck all of that. If that's what you want, come get that shit.
See,
And
but my
it's gonna be the best decision that you ever made in your entire life. Come get it.
It's gonna turn me off if I'm doing the more chasing.
No,
The
it ain't.
it has to be
No, it ain't.
mutual for me.
No,
Like
I promise you, it ain't gonna turn you off because
I got a
you ain't
triple.
never experienced that shit before, and so you talking from a place of duress. You're not talking from a place of abundance. It's abundance over here. If somebody said that it's a bunch of gold over there, you're not gonna go get it.
Mhm. I'm
And
trying.
come get this gold. I'll be right back.
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
why.
I
I don't
think
know why
that
this is
because
this
as a
is
woman, you
so hard
never
to
want a
grasp.
man to say, "Well, you wanted me first." Like,
Yeah.
what? What? No, never.
I like
Mm-mm.
I like to know they want me as much as I want
See, this is
them.
the thing, man. Women always want a man to be all going all out for them. It don't always happen that way. It doesn't always happen
I
that way.
agree.
What is making you stand out from everybody else? Because you got to think about this. We're not just dating one person.
You
What
guys
the
need to
fuck
pick
is
who
gonna
you're
make you
interested in.
what is going to
Exactly.
make you stand out? What is gonna make you stand out? So I'm just supposed to I gotta pour into this person, into that person, into this person, into that person. I gotta always initiate. If I'm always initiating, well shit. What the fuck? I could go pay for some shit. I'm not saying I would do that, but this is a man's mentality after a while. Like you not doing nothing. I gotta
No, I
So
don't
do
think
y'all
women
like
initiate
should not do
women?
everything.
Y'all
nothing.
I
like
gotta
women who
initiate
always
everything.
initiate?
I have to initiate everything, and then you gonna tell me good morning.
Do y'all like
Fuck out of
women who
here.
always initiate?
So are you a leader
Of
or
course they
not?
don't.
Or when does
No, no,
leadership
no.
start?
This has nothing to do with leading.
But I'm
It's
asking, when
it's
does leadership start?
when is showing interest important to a woman.
We
If she likes you,
reciprocate. We
she's gonna show.
respond and reciprocate. That is our place.
Respond and reciprocate.
Absolutely.
I
Okay,
think
so
too.
if all you're gonna do is respond and reciprocate, you're never going to initiate. So what is going to get you ahead of the pack?
I'm
You
not.
either choosing me or you ain't. What you mean? What's gonna get
You-
me ahead of the pack?
Jay, she
I
said,
don't have to
"What
do
you
nothing.
mean?"
I'm here. You choosing me or you losing me?
No, you can fall for that all you want to. What
No,
is
you
making
choosing
you
me or you
stand out?
losing me. Like that's just what it
What's
is.
making
I'm
you stand
standing out to
out?
another man because I have a rotation as well. So what
So
makes
what?
you stand out
Hold
from
on.
my
HR
rotation?
HR says
Nah,
something. Hold on. Hold
nah,
on.
no, no,
We
no,
choosing each other or we going elsewhere? What are
no,
we
no, no,
doing?
no, 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 no. What's
But
having
I
you
think
stand
people
out?
should date in high school or very early college years. Do it early.
I agree,
And so
Molly.
you're not waiting until you're 30, 40 years old trying to figure out a relationship when you should have
HR
probably
said,
been early 20s getting
It's
to know
like when
somebody.
you wait till your later 30s, it's like you wasted that's like I feel like if you like get someone when you're 25 and work, like you miss like the good shit. I feel like when you wait so late to
No, the thing is,
Carrie said,
couple.
Everybody's
Kim,
waiting too late
don't
is the
ask
problem.
them that. They're not gonna like
I
that.
agree.
there wasn't nothing in
And
our
he
life. There
didn't.
wasn't nothing that was special about what was asked.
You didn't like him.
Like I said, fellas, don't be afraid to let no woman show that she has interest.
Still
Don't
didn't
ever
answer.
be afraid of
Who
that.
ever said that we
Still
weren't
didn't
showing
answer.
interest?
Exactly.
I
I
hate.
Nobody
You know
literally,
what
ever
I hate?
said
You know
that.
what I hate about this?
Be nice to the
I
panelists,
hate.
Miss Sanchez.
I'm asking a question. Because whoever said that, it never
I
came out
hate
of
the fact
anyone's
that
mouth.
I hate the fact that in another lifetime, me and Molly would never be together. I hate that shit.
I'm out of here.
No, listen.
Not in
Think
another
about it from
lifetime.
this lens, and I'm not. I'm look, y'all so immature right now.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean we
Think
would
about
never
what
be
I'm saying.
together?
Think about what I'm saying. I'm
Molly
saying
is
that.
way over here. He's
I'm
saying
saying. Thank you, Slimmy.
he's over here.
Our
It's a
mindset.
gap.
Our mindset is so far apart as far as how we would think about things. And I'll tell you one of the reasons why that would probably be is because she probably gets so much attention and so much motion that she don't feel a need to have to make that adjustment. And it would be the same way the other side. You know what I'm saying? So she would probably be so used to getting chased. And there's guys that, and I'm using myself as an example because I said what I said. And then there's guys like me that is so busy that they don't feel like they ever need to chase. So in that instance, even if those two people would have a great relationship or a great time, it never would happen because they so far apart with how it is that they operate within society.
But remember how we were saying when you do what you need to do, God brings the people to your life that need to be there. I think the same thing would happen in that case.
I
Even
agree.
like operate completely differently or on completely different sides of the world. If you're supposed to be together, you will be.
But the problem with that though, Kim, is that I don't think that everybody is that special to God.
Probably not.
So there's certain things that just happen, and then there's other things that you kind of got to make it happen.
So are you saying those that never mind.
Am I saying what?
I'm not a narcissist. You're just gay.
Why
What are
is
you
it
asking me?
gay?
What am I saying?
Oh,
Nothing. I didn't I minded out myself in my head. It's fine. I don't have a question.
What were you saying?
I figured it out. I
why
was
is
just
gay an insult? Is my question.
Somebody is saying, "What do I eat?"
I wasn't insulting anybody.
Are y'all asking me what I'm
No,
eating?
I'm just asking. I'm not necessarily saying you. I know people say it about you all the time, and they're saying it as an insult. Why is that even an insult?
I don't want to eat strawberries online because I don't want to seem gay. I don't want to seem gay.
What?
So
Me?
I have my strawberries. I don't want to seem gay, so I'm gonna
Eat them with a fork. You can't go
no,
wrong.
because then they're gonna say I don't. Because then you're gonna say, "Why are you getting all
Right.
the strawberry off your fork?"
Well,
Because
just
that's
like
what
don't
you
go
asked me about
up.
my pineapple. Why you eating that pineapple like that? So
Go
no,
like
you.
this. Go in and out,
That
like
sounds
the
so gay.
trombone.
I think that's gay, Quentin. Put that on the list of
But
things.
no, I think that I don't think that, you know what I'm saying? I think that certain people, I don't know, maybe it would be difficult for them to ever even introduce themselves to each other from that lens.
I just think you just say hi to women, and if she like you, she gonna keep talking. If she don't, she won't. You ain't gotta. You
No,
don't even have to say nothing like.
I think the problem is women have been pedestalized so much that they forget that they have to play a role in this shit too. Like, cause dudes, I mean, let's just be real. Dudes is quick to just be like, "Oh, beautiful, I want to," you know, they pedestalizing women, like to
Y'all are
the point
That's
supposed to be
it.
attracted to us, though.
So once the
we're
woman
not
starts
talking. Wait, wait,
moving
wait, wait, wait. Don't
away,
do that because we're not talking about attraction. I
so
said pedestalization, which means
What
if
else
you're
is there
being
to pedestalize, though?
if you've
It's
been
just
put on a
males
pedestal,
and
wait,
females.
no, 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 because you trying to conflate things, and you trying to downplay what I'm saying. If a woman is being told all the time and being pressed by a man that's only gonna compliment her, he's never gonna ever make her show any interest in him. She's never gonna feel like she has to do anything for a man to get his attention. But you have to. Because if I'm dating five, six different women, I'm putting my energy out there. You gotta show me that you have some type of interest. I
But
don't
being there
understand
is
why that's
showing you
hard.
interest. How is she's there? If she's there with you, that's
Oh,
interest,
that's
right?
bullshit. That's bullshit.
It's
Come on
not.
now,
She's there. Her body is physically present. She's having a
Molly.
conversation with you. Y'all have eye to eye contact. That's
That's not showing interest.
interest.
That's being there.
If
What
somebody
do
gives
you
you
If
do?
you want to be chased, let
and
me just say that.
he
I'm
does.
not saying being
That's
chased.
what
Stop
But
you
that's
doing
what it's
that.
coming
said
off as,
assume.
It's
though.
not coming off as that. It's not coming off as
Why
that.
is her being
You
there not
are you
enough?
are ignoring the fact that a woman can differentiate herself by having some type of effort to show that she likes a man. And you're
She's
saying that the only thing she has to do is show up. Come on,
yes.
Molly. There's no logic in that. Where's the
Show up,
logic?
be
Where's the
entertained by
logic?
you, laugh at your jokes. What more do you want?
Exactly. You
Be
just proved my
polite.
point. You just
Make sure
proved my
she looks
point.
nice and smells good for you.
You
What
just
what
proved
is
you
she
just
supposed
proved
to
my
do?
point. You
What's
just
she
proved
supposed to
my
do?
point. What you tell me? What is a woman? Where's the effort that a woman has to show
It's
that
in
she's
her
interested in a
appearance. It's in
man?
how she smells. It's in how she's presenting herself. It's her making sure
That
she's not
you
embarrassing
should
you
do
while
that for
y'all
you.
are out
You
in
should always
public.
do that for you, not for
But
me.
you expect her to be a reflection of you, so it has
Oh
to
no
be
no
for you
no.
too,
We
to an
talking about
extent.
the dating process. So if we're talking about the dating process,
You don't date until
no,
you're
you're not
married.
you're not. Wait 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 wait. You're not a reflection of me yet. What is making you stand out? You should already be smelling good. You should already be looking good for you.
Why
So
aren't y'all
what is
picking y'all
making
mates in y'all early 20s is the
no,
question.
no, no, no. We not doing that. We're not talking about why aren't we? We talking about where we at. I'm asking you a specific question. Where is the effort on a woman's end to show that she's interested in a man?
I told you, and you don't like my answer.
That's not an answer because that's things that you should be doing for yourself. You said smelling good, looking good.
And you
That
either
does not
appreciate what she did for herself or you don't.
feminist.
How? How is that? How? You have to tell me how. You have to substantiate your argument. That's what you told Miss Sanchez.
You
How is that feminism?
you just proved it. You just proved it that a woman does not
How?
have to have any. She doesn't got to have any effort to show that she's interested in a man.
Let me is frozen.
Yeah.
The good Lord did that.
I think that we
But
should
he
probably define the word feminist because y'all be using that shit wrong.
they use it so loosely. They're feminist. Most men are feminists. We wouldn't have feminism if men didn't allow it. But
Man,
no, that conversation never happens.
Slimmy. So if the woman starts by chasing the man, or just let's say leading this conversation or whatever, at what point is it that she's supposed to step back and let the man lead? Like, is there, I don't know, a time period? Is there a day of the week? Like, at what point does she then fall back? If
once
she
you once
starts
you decided once you decide that you want to fall under my covering, then
with you.
That's when I show you the way. That's when I start leading you. But until you've actually set yourself from the pack, why would I be leading you?
Okay, women aren't wolves, first of all.
Oh my
So
lord, man.
we're not sitting up in a
So
pack.
so so wolves aren't just there's not just a pack of wolves. We could be running
Pack
a
squall.
marathon and there's a pack of people.
A pack of people.
If you're running a marathon, aren't people in packs?
Slimmy, that's not how
I mean, you stuck on the word packs. You stuck
we
on that
move
word,
in
not
groups.
me.
We move in groups, not packs. But in any event, again, I'm
Semantics.
not saying that the woman has no effort to put into this. That's where the reciprocity comes in. You choose, you lead that situation. Now, if she starts out leading and then she don't know how to fall back, then what? Now she masculine.
Then she's smothering you. She's too clingy. Y'all are just toxic.
I don't
Slimmy,
think
No,
I don't
you're
nobody's
think
just
that the,
toxic.
toxic.
No,
I don't think that
nobody's
You're
the
just
woman
toxic.
is.
toxic.
I
Y'all only
don't look
want to
at the
have it
woman
one
as.
way.
I don't think that the woman is masculine because she's not necessarily shooting her shot. Because I think that women still shoot their shot differently, right? I don't think that you have to necessarily go up to a guy in order to shoot your shot. Sometimes you're just throwing the signals to ensure that he knows that you are available or that you like him. And that's where the conversation comes in. That's when y'all start kicking it, whatever, so on and so forth. And so when it comes to separating, I think what Slimmy is saying is when you separate yourself from the pack, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? Some women prefer, and it's not wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong on both sides. Some women prefer to be approached. You know what I'm saying? If the guy don't approach her, then she ain't gonna never say nothing. And that's cool. And then it's other women that may feel the same way, but also may see the person that they want or they interact with the person that they want. And if they don't make themselves available or if they don't say anything, then he'll never know because he may not ever approach her because that's just not necessarily what he does, right? So it's kind of a balance. I think that women show themselves available to the guy that they want. The problem is, and this is where I think that is all the way on that other side, kind of what the lady that was saying in the video. The problem is that y'all, or some of y'all, a lot of y'all, most of the time, you just get shots thrown at you from everybody. Y'all get 1,000 shots from 1,000 different niggas, and 1,000 people are shitting in your DMs on a regular basis. And most of the time, 98%, 99, probably maybe even 100% of those guys you don't want. So the problem is what value is it for a woman to get approached all the time from the guys that they don't necessarily even care to get approached by? That's where I think that the disconnect is between a lot of guys and women in these conversations. Is who do you want? And if you want them, have you been trained by other men to just only get approached? Well, what happens when you actually see the guy that you really want in one way or another? Have you been overtrained to not approach because you're so used to getting shots thrown at you to where you don't make yourself available or let that guy know that you actually like him? And I think that that's where probably the disconnect is.
No, I think you should, and that's what I was saying earlier. I think you should. I think it's just that you know, men and women are different. So I just think that after a while, women are just going to try to see if there's, something being reciprocated. But I don't think it's anything wrong with women showing that they want that man first. I don't
I
think it's
agree.
anything. I don't think there's anything wrong with it because I don't think it
What
looks
is
the same.
That
I don't
was
what
think
does
it
your
it
looks
look
drop
the
the
like?
same as a,
napkin argument, right? Or the
yeah,
handkerchief.
that's what I always talk about. Yeah, drop it a napkin because I mean he you have to let, especially in this day and age, you have to let him know that you want him. But and there's nothing wrong with constantly leaving breadcrumbs or saying something.
I'm gonna tell y'all something else. I know a lot of people think that historically guys chased, or even let's just say, for example, if the guy got the woman, but he was a very busy guy, whatever it is that he did for a living, ran his business, CEO, whatever. And before the technology age, what they used to have was an assistant, and the assistant was really the person that was dating the woman. What I mean by that is the assistant was the one to say, "Hey, it's your girl's birthday. Do you want me to order flowers? Hey, you know you got a date tonight. Make sure you go and pick this up." Or hey, this and that and this and that and so on and so forth. And so historically, where it seemed like guys that were high powered or were valuable were the ones that were actually chasing. What was happening was they was just as busy as the guys is today, but they didn't have the technology. So what would happen is it would be the responsibility of who their right hand people were to ensure that he remembered, or that certain things happened, or certain messages went out, or flowers was delivered, or whatever. Those were the people around him to ensure that she stayed happy. So guys, and this is why I say the game don't change. It's the same. The players is different. The nature of who we are the same. The only difference is the technology, the adjustments, the way that people look at things, the access. That's the only thing that's different. And so guys are no less busy. As a matter of fact, they may even be more busy. And so I think that women, with the advent of text messages and social media and all of this other bullshit, it kind of throws the game out of the loop. And women may have a lot of people shooting a shot at them, but the quality of the shot is not as good as the person that they want. And so you got to kind of, be careful with that. Women may get results, but is it the results that you really want? Are those the guys that you really want to talk to? Is that the company that you really want to keep? And the right type of guy will train you differently. He will train you to look at life differently. He'll train you on what your expectations are. Now, you may go back out there. He may, y'all may go y'all separate ways, but you'll be a better woman as a result of it. And when you see the quality that you were entertaining before, it's not going to be up to par, because it's a gap between him and them. It's always going to be a gap. The question that you're going to ask yourself for a lot of women is your pride too good to actually close the gap so that you can get what you want? You can deal with a lot of guys, or you can deal with him. So it's up to you.